Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing something a little special. We're doing a PC build for me this time. The last PC that was built was Marco's, and we're building something that's pretty high-end here. Just going to go for a basic overview. I'll put all the specs in the description. So we're going to start off. I have a Core i7 3730 Ivy Bridge. 3770, sorry. 800 watt Cooler Master power supply. ASRock Z77 Extreme. I said Z. Yeah, that means Z. Extreme 4.
For you non-Brits.
And this RAM is 1866 DDR3.
16 gigs.
16 gigs.
And the Arctic silver.
Thermal paste?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
What's underneath it, Bobby?
Oh, ASUS OEM Blu-ray drive. 1 terabyte Western Digital black hard drive, very high speed, considering it's not SSD, and the real star of the show. This is an EVGA GeForce GTX 680. Now, this is not the For the Win edition because I didn't want to pay $30 for 20 extra megahertz. I can overclock it if I want to. This also is a 4 gigabyte card, and eventually it will run this in SLI, but for the time being, this is going to be good enough for basically everything on the market. And I'm also using this aftermarket CPU cooler, one of the highest rated products in Newegg. By the way, I bought this all in Newegg. This is the Hyper 212 Evo CPU cooler. Yes, it is giant, but this case is... I can't tell you how goddamn big this case is. And this is the Cooler Master HAF-X...
yardstick if you want
to. Yardstick. Blue edition. It has 5 200mm fans, 140 in the back, and it is just a monster. So we're not going to record the entire build. We're going to record bits and pieces as we put it together, and then you're going to start seeing a lot more PC related stuff from us. But this little monster right here is going to get started built right now. So here we go.
As you can see here, we've already installed an extra top 200mm, that one up there, and we've removed some of the brackets here so that we can start placing the standoffs. So luckily this board has a really nice layout here. Tells you what standoffs you need. So that's where we're at right now. Teamwork. It's a 3-person job. This case is big enough for 3 people to work on at the same time.
But we haven't even got to the point where we have to put the CPU cooler, which is going to require 3 people.
Yep, that'll be interesting. But we'll update as that goes on. So here we have a very happy father with his child. This motherboard is really pretty. I really like the shade. It's like a nice chocolate brown
with gold caps.
Gold caps.
And that's not gold painted.
THX. This is the Extreme. This is the newer version of my board. Really nice looking. I'm a big fan of that Doctor.
Well, not only that,
Doctor Debug.
The CMOS clearer, which is
the CMOS clearer. It's really nice. It's got a power reset in case you don't want to or can't have actually use the front panel,
or if you're building it on a bench.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Well, let's put this baby in.
Yep. Not gonna film this because it's gonna be a bitch to actually put it in, but I'll film it once we have it in.
Alright everyone, well, we're now putting the power supply in, the motherboard is in. We put in the CPU bracket, which is going to be kind of hard to see back here for the, you can't see, but it's for the third-party aftermarket cooler. And just getting the power supply in, and then all the easier components going after this point. So hopefully this will be up soon. Record.
Alright, so now we're about to put the CPU fan in. Still got to take out the warning thing that protects it.
And we're going to do better cable management. We're still in the preliminary setup stages. Right now I'm taking out my Core i7.
Right now he's breaking his Core i7 in.
I like how I've got it on the box already and he keeps moving.
Okay, whatever. We're not using the stock cooler because stock cooler's crap.
Stock cooler's good. It's just not as good as the one that you have.
Timmy, let's do a comparison. Yeah, okay. Stock cooler, right? Aftermarket. I don't know. I think mine is better.
Mind you, we're still going to put another fan on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah, 6 fans. Exactly.
We're good.
Okay, so now we've got essentially everything plugged up. We got the hard drive running down there. We've got the Blu-ray drive running over here. Blu-ray drive. Yeah, weird. We've got all the cables running. Really basic idea of the cable management we're trying to do. We're obviously going to finish that up as we're going. Right now, we're getting the video card ready.
Always ground yourself. Touch metal.
4 gig.
It would be cool if it just dropped out the bottom.
Yeah, that would suck. Kind of funny, today's actually upgrade day. Bobby bought a whole new system, and I bought a new graphics card, and Timmy's getting my loader parts.
And, you get and a case.
And the case. And 2 new fans, because it was about time I upgraded. So, there it is. That's what, a $500?
Let's say $550.
$550 card looks like. Yeah. I'm not impressed. It's not making bread for me.
Marco, can your GPU lift?
Shut up. Bobby knows I'm jelly. I may have bought a new card, but it's still not as good as his.
Gelling like a fella.
Although I got BioShock Infinite, which I gotta say is pretty nice.
And Crisis.
And Crisis 3. Wow, she's a beaut. That is a very nice.
And it comes with the
PCB,
backplate, which usually comes separate.
That is a very nice one.
There's a
1.6 and 1.8. EVGA GTX 680. He's removing the plastic.
This thing will clock about 1200 megahertz, approximately.
And this thing is cool enough with all these fans that he could probably get it even higher.
And the space that, you know, it's like a county.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and get this installed. Bobby's probably gonna need a little bit of help here, so we'll be back here in a second. Well, everyone, as you can see here, we have the computer set up. We went ahead and installed all the components, including the graphics card. Had a little bit of a scare with one of the cables that we forgot to plug in.
That one.
Yeah, and kind of things that happen with computer building. We are currently installing Windows 7, which Bobby owns a copy of. No Windows 8, because fuck Windows 8. Windows 7 is so much better for gaming anyways.
Tell them about the VGA.
Yeah, so my video card, when we set my computer up, worked through HDMI first time, no problem. This one we have to use VGA. So VGA is still useful.
Well, it's running off the motherboard.
Running off the mobile, but at least we're getting that set up. We're assuming it's a driver issue at this point that is stopping the card from activating, because there should be no other reason. But we're going to be updating you as we go along. At this point, it's really just a waiting game, waiting for Windows to set everything up. Cable management, which I'll go ahead and move on to the other side. See, it's still kind of a mess. We don't want to finalize anything yet. Obviously, if the computer needs something pulled apart or something connected or reconnected or disconnected, we're going to want to still have access to that, so we don't quite want to tie anything down, but we're going to get this nice and nice looking and neat. So we will update you as we go along.
Alright, we're done with upgrade day. This is actually day 2 at this point. We just put Timmy's machine in Marco's old case. Marco's is done, and mine is done. Nah, I'll pull it out here because it's on wheels. Had some issues, which here, Timmy. Some issues that we had because of human error. There's two 200mm fans there, one 200mm fan there, all the components, and another 200mm there. So yeah, it's done. We're gonna start benchmarking and showing what this thing can do, and Marco has his new video card in, and yeah, expect more PC stuff. Thanks for watching.